Good morning and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Marta and over here I post videos about time management and house management. So we are all finding ourselves in a situation where we are basically stuck at home. In my situation, I am still a working mom. I still have 40 hours a week that I have to dedicate to my full-time job. And I have kids at home. Thankfully, my husband is also working from home, so we can double team that. But the work still has to get done. And I know there are other moms who are facing exactly the same situation. So in today's video, I am going to share with you how I am trying to balance this new normal. This situation is probably our new normal for a while. So what I'm gonna share with you is probably gonna get refined and improved as we move forward. But I want to provide something helpful to you guys so you are not struggling. So as we go throughout the day, I'm gonna show you exactly how our schedule looks like every single day and share with you some tips of how to make it through your workday. So tips, what to do when you have a meeting, tips what to do to preoccupy your kids so they are not asking you millions of questions every minute. So all those tips are coming at you in this video. So let's get our day started. So we start our mornings the typical way, the normal morning routine we always had done. So getting dressed, brushing their teeth, eating breakfast. It's, sometimes on the weekends before the craziness started, I would let them be in their pajamas all day if they wanted to be. But because we are trying to create some structure on our days, we are just following the routine like we normally would. So let me just quickly walk you through the schedule that I have. It's between 7 and 8 p.m. and I basically divided it up by hour. So we wake up. Now my daughter usually wakes up at 7. My son closer to 9. So this is why you have some coloring and sticker and flea play before 9 o'clock. So it kind of accommodates both of them. In the morning, I decided we're gonna start with math, and our other like spelling and reading and other worksheets are like alphabet for my daughter. That's towards the afternoon. And in between, there's just a lot of different playtime and snacks and different arts and crafts and building Legos. I just try to come up with a lot of different types of things that they can do. I broke it by hour, and that within each hour, they can kind of switch around and come up with other things to do as well. But this just kind of serves them as a guidance to kind of know what to expect. So my idea with this was to kind of create something like they would have in school. Both my daughter, who is in daycare and pre-K, and my son, who is in second grade, have a schedule that is divided by hour. So I just wanted to kind of get them into a same kind of mindset so it's easier for me to work. I work from 7:30 to 4. So while they're doing that, I am working. I also get up I wake up at 4, and I'm gonna record a new morning routine so you guys can see how I fit everything in, but when they're doing that, I am at work.
Mam popatrz, jakie skrzydełka robię.
Piękne.
Ale takie inne fioletowe.
Dwa inne fioletowe są. Is everything gonna eat today?
Alright.
This is me starting a workday with a cup of coffee, of course, and a snack, which was just peanut butter and some jam. And you will see in a minute the struggles that we are facing right now, because when kids are at home, they will interrupt you. My son, he's 7, so he knows when I'm in a meeting that he needs to stay in the other room. But my 4-year-old, you know, she's still adjusting and keeps on asking me questions. She just wants to be next to me. So it's gonna take time to adjust to this new reality. And it's challenging, I'm not going to lie, but I know we can get through it. So as you saw, they just finished their math homework. So for my daughter, I just kind of made up some stuff for her, like put some stickers, match it with the number. I put a bunch of numbers on the page and asked her to find specific ones. Put in numbers 1 through 10, ask her to color the number of shapes, which obviously she didn't do so well with that one. But I'm waiting for some books from Amazon. I'm gonna link them down below once I get them, but they don't get here until tomorrow. So for my son, I have the big second grade and the rookie workbook from the first grade. A lot of the stuff is too easy for him, but since we have it left over, I'm using some stuff from here. And like I said, I have a shipment of books coming tomorrow, so we're gonna be starting with some other fun things. Some of them are science, so I will share that later on in this video as well. But I basically take out some sheets from here and then we use it. Now, our school, even though it's closed, they're using all the emergency days this week, and next week is the spring breaks. That's why we don't have any assignments from school yet. However, as a working mom, I need to keep them entertained, and this really keeps them preoccupied, especially if I have a meeting or something. I'll give them the sheets and then just take their time doing them. So even though if your school didn't provide you anything, this is a great idea to print it off or get some books and get a couple of pages, or a few pages I should say, each day so they can go through it. And like you saw, math we do first in the morning, and in the afternoon we do other things like reading and spelling and other things like that.
Nie zrobić gwiazdkę.
To musisz do tego wrzucić, wiesz? Dawidku, show her how you made something.
So, okay, let me squash it and do it again. Okay, so I'll show you. So, I put some clay in here.
It's sand, buddy. It's sand.
Some sand in here. Then
You can do it.
I pushed it down and then lifted it up, and I got a shell.
No, go
This is so much fun.
Fine.
Now, zjeżdżasz? Ready? Set. Good job. And I cannot stress enough the importance of going outside. If we would be sitting at home without the possibility of going for a few minutes, I think I would go crazy. I'm being honest over here. So we make it a point each day around noon to go for about an hour and let the kids play outside. We go for a walk, and then after our workday is done, we do the same thing. We try to get outside so they can get some fresh air and just get some energy out of them. And this is their quiet time. Now, normally I ask them at first to go upstairs to their bedrooms, but they just prefer to be where we are at. And I just gave my daughter some craft activity that she could do. And my son, since he is not so much into crafts, he chose to do his Legos. So any like quiet activities. So I'm still looking for like fun printables that I can do for her so she keeps herself entertained while I work. And this is just a little preview of what they have for the afternoon as far as their worksheets go. Okay, and here is the stack of books that I have. So I told you there's some that are coming from Amazon, and they did, so let me go over them. So this is the one I showed you, so those are for my daughter. I'm gonna link them all below. I got all of them from Amazon. So it's a coloring book, and then we have fun games from preschool. So a lot of things like hidden objects and different mazes. And then 3 to 5 with some reading, math, science, a lot of different things for practicing letters. And for my daughter, I also got different printables, like so we can cut out and glue together or just color in different types of squares for math. So just a variety of things to really keep them preoccupied. And this is for my son, and remember he will start e-learning probably in the next 2 to 3 weeks. But for now, we have a lot of things to keep us busy. These two I already showed you before. We already had those for the second grade and some for the first. So he's in the second grade, but there are some things over here towards the end of the book that I still use just for practice. Then there's like a reading comprehension book. Then we have some word problems. Those are the new one that I got. We have some math skill builders for second and third grade. And I just found this one also for geography and math activities. So that's something that's also pretty cool inside. Kind of teaches them geography really. And for my son, I don't have many printables, but I plan on putting some things like word search, just, great appropriate things for him to do that are not the same as in here. He's not so much into arts and crafts, so that's why I'm trying to find different things for him to do, kind of like this.
And the last thing I'm gonna mention is for the time when you have meetings.
That's when I find the things that work are crafts, something that keeps them preoccupied, so like the Legos for my son and a craft project for my daughter, and screen time. That's why I try to incorporate screen time into the schedule and then keep them off the screens until I really need them to be quiet. So that's something to consider. Make sure that you are subscribed. I'm gonna be doing some day in the life videos so you can see more of how we are balancing it all, as well as a morning and evening routine during this crazy time. Let's call it what it is. So make sure that you are subscribed, make sure that your notification bell is on, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.